Are you struggling with retention and renewals? Here's a proven playbook that will help you 2x your net dollar retention. We have tried this with multiple customers and it has always showed improved stickiness within the first few months. Number one, identify your power users and super users. And yes, they are not the same. Number two, develop deep relationships with your power users and super users. And you have to deploy different strategies for both of these. So let's say if you are running a restaurant, your power users would be your regular diners and your super users would be the food critics and influencers. Although not regular diners, they are still your customers and they have the power to drive more customers to your restaurant. Your SaaS growth is not just determined by how many users you sign up. Ultimately, what matters is how many of those users are deeply engaged and connected. Your power users are product masters. Your super users are community champions. Here's how to influence the retention and renewals. Power users are retention drivers. These are the users that push the limit of your product on a day-to-day basis. Their daily workflows depend on your product. If they stay engaged, your retention definitely goes high. And if you see a friction with their engagement, that's the red signal for churn. Your super users, they are the engine behind renewals and growth. They probably don't use the product as much on their day-to-day operations, but they have the power to positively influence more users and hence improve stickiness and also grow the engagement rates and add more value in terms of NDR to your product. So how to engage and leverage them? Will same strategy work? Absolutely not. For power users, number one, identify their usage patterns and remove friction. Number two, offer them early access to new features. Number three, implement dedicated feedback loops so that you can always stay in touch with them and incorporate their feedbacks into your roadmaps. For super users, number one, elevate them as community leaders. They have the power to positively influence your product and drive more users. Number two, involve them in your beta programs. Each of these super users can get you feedback from multiple power users. Number three, make them your brand ambassadors. Your UGC, user generated content programs, be spearheaded by your super users. Bottom line, treat your power users and super users not just as your customers or users, but as partners. They play a critical role not just in helping you shape the roadmap of your product, but also in retentions and renewals. How are you engaging with your super users and power users? Let me know in the comments. Hey, this is Arun Pillai, founder and CEO, SaaStory.ai.